Hey guys, Lee Martin here from sportsbookreview.com to share with you my top picks for UFC Vegas 33, Uriah Hall versus Cheyanne Strickland. This week, I found two fights fairly similar in terms of my breakdowns. So, before I jump into my picks for this week, real quick give this video a like and subscribe to our channel so you never miss any content. Now let's check out some of my picks for this weekend. Starting with my first pick, I'm looking into the women's strawweight matchup between Cheyanne and Gloria Paula. This should be an exciting match since both ladies are coming off of a loss from earlier this year in their UFC debut, both by unanimous decision. So both ladies need a rebound. Interestingly, in their last matchups, they were both out-grappled by their opponents. This time around, this fight should stay on the feet and should be a battle since both ladies are primarily strikers and need a win. In an interview, Gloria Paula stated how this fight will bring out the best in her. In her loss against Jinyu Frey, she explained how she let her nerves get the best of her, and she expects this fight with Baze to be an all-out brawl because of how aggressive Baze is. Baze is definitely aggressive. She likes to apply that forward pressure. And despite the fact that she was out-grappled in her last fight against Montserrat Ruiz, she still has great offensive grappling skills, especially inside the clinch. Paula, on the other hand, is also good inside the clinch, and her striking defense is definitely there. However, she's fairly inconsistent since she hasn't been able to achieve a win streak longer than 2 fights. She also does not have a high output in strikes. If she picked up the pace in her striking, she could pose a threat. Both of these girls have never been finished, and all of their losses have been at the scorecards. In Baze's last matchup against Ruiz, she outstruck Ruiz 31-15. She lost due to the ground control by Ruiz. Paula may pick up her tempo this weekend, however, Baze has spectacular striking defense along with an aggressive demeanor. So for me, I'm backing Cheyanne Baze -158 via BetOnline. Moving on to my second pick of the week, I'm taking the main event Uriah Hall versus Cheyanne Strickland. I'm expecting this to be an all-out brawl ending inside the distance, and honestly, the win can go in either direction. But I'm definitely backing Cheyanne Strickland, and here's why. Strickland has a very high volume in striking with great defense, and he pushes his opponents to brawl so he can get the early finish. Not only is he accurate with his striking, but he's also fairly strong with his wrestling. It will be challenging for Strickland to take down Hall, since he contains such a strong takedown defense, but this adds to why I envision this fight staying on the feet. What worries me about Hall, he is inconsistent with a low output in strikes. He does have a lot of knockout power and skill, but his low output versus Strickland's high output makes me see Hall at more of a disadvantage. However, Hall does use his feints well to bait his opponents. He applies forward pressure but aims to counter. The last 7 out of 8 wins by Hall came by TKO. His most recent win against Chris Weidman resulted in Weidman snapping his leg. In the 2 fights prior to this win, Hall won against Antonio Carlos Jr. by split decision in 2019 and Anderson Silva by TKO in the 4th round in 2020. If Strickland can't get the finish within the first couple of rounds, then this fight will lean more towards Hall. Strickland does have questionable conditioning, however, you can't underestimate his finishing abilities. Leading up to fight night, Strickland has been training with Khamzat Chimaev as his sparring partner, so you know he's going through an intensive training camp. For me, the inconsistency of Hall and also his low output in strikes do worry me. Strickland is still growing and becoming more powerful. I expect Strickland to finish this within the first 3 rounds, so I'm backing Cheyanne Strickland by TKO or DQ plus 175 via BetOnline. That's all I have for UFC Vegas 33, Uriah Hall versus Cheyanne Strickland. To find more of SBR's UFC content, just go to sbrpicks.com/UFC. Be sure to also stay tuned to our weekly UFC picks and prediction show with David Mannion and our special guests. They share with you all their top breakdowns for the entire main card. Remember to also subscribe to our channel so you're always notified regarding new content. Like always, I wish you all the best of luck. I'll see you around.